Hello, welcome to the OIT YouTube page. My team and I are graduates from the Microsoft Ambassador Program, and today we will be sharing some tips on how Microsoft Outlook and Microsoft Teams can be integrated.
So first is how do you check your Outlook on Teams? Now that is a very interesting part and that's not the most of this but also the very important part here in the whole presentation. How do we have Outlook on Teams when we are in a meeting and someone asks you to please check our mail? How are you going to do that? So it's very simple. There are very easy steps to it. So first is you have to open the chat or the group where you want to add your Outlook in. Then just click on the plus sign which is on the top of your Outlook, and then there will be a drop box where you'll find website as in there, and then you have to just click on the website and just copy paste the URL of the Outlook into it, and that's how voila, you have your Outlook on your Teams now. So these are the easy steps, as you see, as I mentioned about the website box there, and then the Outlook URL to be added to it, and that's how you save your Outlook to your Teams.
How to drag and drop. So you can drag files from Outlook into Teams. Yes, this might look like a simple feature, but it was just introduced in January 2021. Just drag the attachment from the Outlook into Teams chat or channels files, and there you go. No hassle of downloading and then uploading every file. Just drag and drop. You can also drag and drop files from the local storage into the Teams.
Okay, so I want to mention a feature called Actionable Messages. And so you can see here in these three pictures, Outlook has a way of giving you an option to do an action in Outlook that also affects other apps in Microsoft, like Teams. So you can see you can add your members to the group, and this will automatically add it without you having to switch from app to app. So here, this is an example that we had in our group where they're trying to message me, and I can able to reply to the message without having to go to the Microsoft Teams app.
Another tip I would like to share is calendar integration. So your calendar on Outlook and Teams literally mimic each other. All meetings, events, and tasks that you have on your Outlook calendar can also be seen on your Teams calendar. Whenever you get a notification for a meeting, event, or even a reminder, you get it on both Outlook and as well as your Teams. Outlook also has the provision where you can see status messages for anybody you are talking to. Like for example, a manager sends you a mail and you want to get on a quick call with him. You can easily check his status and check whether he's available at this point of time so that you can quickly hop on call with him immediately instead of waiting for him to get free and then schedule a meeting accordingly. So when we set up a meeting, and given the whole remote environment that we are working in these days, it is very inherent that we have a Teams meeting link in each of our meeting invites so that anyone who's invited to the meeting can attend the online meeting. Teams now has this feature where you can add a toggle which will be a part of every meeting invite that you create so that you don't forget to add an additional link to the online meeting. So to avoid these, there are three easy steps that you can follow. You can go into your settings, go into the calendar, and enable the setting which says add online meetings to all the meetings. Now you get this toggle every time you set up a meeting, and enabling this would provide a link in your meeting invite so that it's just easier for you to send out the link to everyone that you're inviting for a meeting. And the last tip that we have to share with you today is the Meet Now button in Outlook desktop. Whenever you're on your Outlook, on your calendar, or even when you're just like viewing a mail, you have this option of Meet Now, which allows you to immediately get into a meeting with anyone who you're talking to at that point of time. So this is just a very easy feature rather than going and scheduling and setting up a meeting all from scratch and sending it to each and every person you want to invite. For example, if you're on an email chain which includes 5 people, choosing Meet Now from the option on top on your ribbon just allows you to immediately get into a meeting with everyone on the email chain. Thank you. These were a few tips that we wanted to share with you.